Not have sex as a male teenager. I'm going crazy, I don't know what I should do. Hi YouTube, welcome to Tonia&Teens. If you are a teenager and you're coming across my video for the very first time, please do well to subscribe to my channel. And if you are a parent and you are coming across my video for the very first time and you have a teenage child or children at home, please do well to subscribe to my channel because there are going to be a whole lot of teenage morals that will be coming from this channel. So guys, into this video we are going to be continuing with advice for our male teenagers. We are going to be talking about number 5 and number 6. If you have not watched number 3 and number 4, please do well to watch this video right here, or you click on the drop down above. So number 5 on our list today, guys, is going to be, as a male teenager, do not indulge in watching pornography. Yes, a lot of things is actually going on in your body. Like, that is the biggest phase of life. So the last thing that you are going to be doing as a male teenager is indulging yourself in watching pornography, because pornography is going to make you a prisoner. Yes, as a male teenager, watching pornography is going to be hurting yourself mentally. Like, you are going to be indirectly rewiring your mind subconsciously without even knowing. And before you know it, your whole body and yourself would begin to start craving for the unrealistic things that you are seeing in the porn videos. And as a male teenager, I know that a lot of things are happening in your body. Your hormones are developing, and you're beginning to get that high sexual feelings and a whole lot of things. You are not supposed to be involved in watching pornography or anything of that sort. I know that maybe in school, a lot of your classmates are definitely going to be coming to school with pornographic magazines, pornographic books and novels, and you think that maybe it has, or it's not going to impact you in any way. Let me tell you that your eye have a way of communicating to your mind, and constantly watching those magazines, reading those erotic novels, and eventually watching pornography is going to hurt you so bad. It's going to rewire your mind. It's going to tarnish, or is going to affect your relationship with God. You are going to be opening a portal for the devil to come into your mind, to influence you with different kind of thoughts, that all that you are definitely going to be talking and thinking about is sex and porn. A lot of teenagers, all that they talk about, like whenever you are with them, all they talk about is sex, all they talk about is pornography, all they talk about is erotic things. That is because that is all that they occupy themselves with. So if you are a teenager, I am urging you to please stay away from erotic movies, stay away from erotic novels, stay away from erotic magazines. They are actually affecting your subconscious mind, and they are indirectly turning you to their prisoner. As a teenager, you do not need pornography. You do not need to be watching that. I know that teenagers are very exploiting. They want to try new things. They want to do new things. They are very inquisitive. I know that is just the way God have created you. You want to know. All of us, we all went through that phase. We want to know what it feels like. We want to know what's going on. How is this done? How are they even doing this thing?
So what you watch or see as a teenager is very, very important. What you hear and what you see as a teenager is very, very important. That is the reason why I am urging you as a teenager. Guard what you see, guard what you hear, as these things are actually going to affect your thoughts. Because if you surround yourself with friends or circle of friends that are always constantly talking about sex, pornography, and stuff like that, you will find out that you will start, you definitely start seeing yourself thinking about sex like almost all the time without even knowing that you are actually doing that. So from thinking about it every day, it's in your mind, then you will start communicating to your body, and your body will start trying to express itself by you constantly having wet dreams as a male teenager. You know what wet dreams are. If you don't know what wet dream is, if you are a new teen, wet dreams are actually when a teenage male wakes up from sleep in the cover of his own semen. Yes, yes. Yeah, it happens, and it's normal. It's nothing bad. It actually happens. It's actually part of puberty. But when you start watching pornography, watching pornographic magazines, and reading erotic novels, you tend to increase these things. Like, it keeps reoccurring out of your control because it have actually sunk into your subconscious mind, and that is the only thing that you're literally thinking about without even knowing. And you are making yourself a prisoner to it, as it's going to lead you to a whole lot of things. It's going to lead you to want to try out all that you are seeing, the unrealistic things. Yes, they are unrealistic. The unrealistic things that you are seeing on the pornography, you will want to start trying them out as a teenager. You are a teenager, you're not an adult. So constantly watching pornography will want to make you go and try them out. That means going to have sex. You are not supposed to be having sex as a teenager. You have no business with sex as a teen. Alright? I know that your body is doing a whole lot of mess with you. Let me call it mess, because that is what it is. Because those feelings they're literally very new, like you've never felt them before. You have not felt them before, so you are going to feel messy, and without guidance, you're going to make a whole lot of mistakes. A whole lot of mistakes, guys. So if you are a teenager, I am urging you to stay away from pornographic websites. Even these porn companies made it very clear that you must be 18 years for you to watch or register to their sites. Yes, you must be 18, you must be an adult. But as a teen, let me give you a secret. As a teenager, if you show less interest or no interest at all to these things, or expose your subconscious mind to pornography, there's going to be a whole lot of less pressure for sex in your mind and your body. Yes, there's going to be less pressure, like I want to do this, I want to try this, I want to do this, I want to do this. It's going to be less on you, and you are going to make less mistakes. Yes, so as a teenager, I am urging you to please stay away from porn. Porn is going to make you want to try them out. Porn is going to make you addictive to it, like every single day. That is all you don't think about. That is all you want to do. Porn is going to make you do silly things. You become a masturbator as a teenager. You're not even an adult. And a lot of y'all start doing these things as early as 13, 14 years just because of your circle of friends. You start doing these things. Why? Because you have exposed yourself to pornography and now you want to try it out. And now you start masturbating and now you cannot stop. So as a teenager, I am urging you to please stay away from pornography. Pornography is bad for you. It is bad for your mental health. It is going to create a barrier between you and God. It is going to make you unfulfilled, like there is no satisfaction or fulfillment that comes with watching porn. Have you ever had that feeling of maybe after doing something you have this feeling of regret? Does it happen to you? If it doesn't happen to you, it happens to me. I mean, every single Christian out there should have conscience, and that is your conscience actually beating you up. So if you are watching me right now and when you go to watch that porn and after watching it, your whole conscience will be beating you up, your mind will be flogging you up for watching up the porn, that is to show you that you are actually doing a wrong thing. And please, I am begging you as a teen, do not start what you cannot finish. There are a whole lot of consequences that comes with watching pornography at an early age. At least till you're an adult and you know how you feel, you can control your feelings, you know when you're feeling good and when you're feeling bad, or when you at least till you know how to identify your feelings. But as a teenager, trust me, you don't know how to identify your feelings. So please do not go watching pornography so that you do not make a lot of mistakes. So number 6 we are going to talk about today is do not have sex or indulge in sexual activities. Do not, guys. We were talking about watching pornography in number 5. Actually, watching pornography consistently makes you a prisoner and then would lead you to wanting to try it. Yes, I mean, when you start thinking about something and it is registered in your subconscious and your mind or your brain releases dopamine, a feeling of goodness whenever you watch it. What next do you start doing? You start wanting to move more. It's like someone taking drugs, and by the time you start with a little quantity, with time the little quantity would not satisfy you anymore. You want to increase your dosage. So that is what pornography does to you. From watching it, it makes you masturbator. From masturbator, it brings you down to the real deal, and you now want to start trying it. And here you are, boom, you're in the game. As a teenager, you are destroying your future. You are destroying yourself. You are ruining your relationship with God, which is the most important thing. As a teenager, when you lose your track with God, you will end up making a whole lot of mistakes. And by the time you know it, you're into your 20s and down to your late 20s, and you don't even know how to come out of it. So as a teenager, I am urging you, do not indulge in sexual activities. I know that during puberty, your hormones, your testosterone level begins to increase, and it makes you start developing those facial hairs, pubic hairs in your armpits and in your private part area, and then starts giving you that voice, that very deep voice. It's a good thing that shows that you're actually growing. You start increasing in height, your scrotal, like your penis begin to increase. Sorry, I have to say it. So, but your testosterone level begins to increase, and all of these things are all the process of you becoming a man. And now it makes you start noticing the next door neighbor's beautiful daughter, or it makes you start noticing the most beautiful girl in your class. Like, you can't get your eyes off her, you want her to be your friend, you write those chip chat letters to her. Well, it's not bad. Teenage love is very good, and most adults today experienced it. It's not bad. But the wrong thing is when you start indulging in sexual activities. A lot of things that you can do in teenage relationship. I mean, you can exchange gifts, you can exchange pleasantries, help yourself, give yourself compliments, and escort yourself to school and back home, all those kind of petty love stuff. There is nothing wrong in that. That shows that you are actually developing as a person. I mean, when you were 10 years old, you weren't experiencing those feelings. But now that you're a teenager, 14 years, 15 years, you're actually noticing the beautiful girl in your class. There is nothing wrong with you. You are normal. All right. But what is wrong is you going to indulge in sexual activity. You are breaking the rule of God, baby. You are getting a log ahead with God, because God said in His commandment that you should not commit adultery. Adultery does not only mean when a married man or a married woman goes outside his or her marriage. It also means when you, as a teenager, go to sleep with someone who is not legally your wife. You are committing adultery, and there are penalties. Like, while I was growing up, no one actually told me that there are serious penalties in defiling the commandments of God. No one told me. They only told me that when you commit sin, you go and ask for forgiveness. Yes, you go and ask for forgiveness, but there is a part in the Bible, there is this part in the Bible, you can read it for yourself, that listed the penalties. They are very grievous when you commit sin against God. It's no jokes. The very first day I come across this chapter in the Bible, I was astonished. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. Like, this is the reason why we are going through so much in this world right now. Like, this is the reason why we have so much diseases, so much death, so much pain, so much going on in our society, just because we did not listen. So, if you are a teenager, I am actually telling you, because I am saving you the stress of going through all of the stress listed here if you go against God. So do not indulge in sexual activities. There are a lot of consequences that comes with you indulging in sexual activities as a teenager. You can get her pregnant. It feels like a child fathering a child. And most times you will end up coming out of school for you to take your responsibility. Yes, because you made yourself a man so quick. You made yourself a dad at a teenage. Please, guys, there are a lot of troubles that comes with indulging in sexual activities as a teenager. What about the STDs? What about the sexually transmitted infections? As a teenager, you become sick with these diseases, because definitely as a teenager, you don't really know much about sex. You don't even know the protective measures. There is less that you know. And you might not really be careful all the time. Yeah, so the best thing is for you to stay away from sex. Hold on a little longer. Yes, there is nothing. I know that there are going to be a lot of pressure maybe coming from your classmates, coming from your friends, some of them bragging how many of the girls in their classes they must have slept with, bragging how many of the girls in the street in their area that they must have slept with, and you'll be like, oh my god, are you sure I am alright? Baby, you are okay. You are alright. There is nothing wrong with you. And if you have such friends that keep bragging about these things around you, please do well to stay away from them, because they are going to pressure you into going to commit these things. So as a teenager, I want you to hold on a little longer as a male teenager. Focus on your studies, focus on your life. Alright, so if you are an adult watching me right now and you have been through or had some experiences in life that you would want me to share on my channel for these teenagers to learn, the purpose of sharing this story is to tell them about these things so that they don't go making these mistakes. Please do well to send me your story through the email on my screen. Also, I am begging parents, please give a little attention to your male teenagers. A lot is actually going on with these children outside of your home, even inside of your home. A lot of your kids are good kids, but their circle is influencing them every single day. So I want you as a parent to get into the business of your child. Remember, a good child, even the Bible said it, a good child is worth more than having 100 children that are useless. There will not be any profit for you to have a useless child or a child that is not useful to you. So it is better for you to put in all the work to make sure that you raise a good kid that will represent you when you are gone. Get into the business of your children. Know the kind of friends that they keep. Talk to them now and then. I know that you guys are busy. I know that you guys are working. I know a lot is going on with you trying to meet up bills, but try to be in the life of your children. A lot of these children are very communicative. Like, even when they like someone in their class, in their neighborhood, in their street, they try to tell, oh mom, they always want to talk about the girl. They always want to say, mommy, there's this girl in my class, her name is this, her name is that. When your son begins to say this, you should know that he is already on the peak of puberty, and it is time to start teaching and guiding him. So please, parents, do not make these mistakes. Please, I beg of you people. And some of you too are even contributing to spoiling these children. You employ housekeepers that are actually molesting your children. Yes, molesting your children. While you are away, they teach them these things. While you are away, they use your children to satisfy their sexual urge. I mean, I have met someone who told me that his first sexual experience was with a housekeeper. A housekeeper. So parents, please do well to look out for your children. So if you are a teenager, please do well to subscribe to my channel, because this channel is going to be opening your eyes to a whole lot of things. And if you are a male teenager, please do well to go and read Serac. Go and read Serac. Serac will guide you. Serac will teach you what you need to know about life, what to do in every situation. And if you are an adult and you have read this part of the Bible, please also leave your comment in the comment section below. See you in my next video. Bye bye.